can, after using an app once, you can use it faster the next time you use it. Is because it stores the information of the app in these black squares.
Right.
That's not what I meant. Now, it sends the information out through this part, as you can see. Move that back. So these little black squares have each go one at a time, sending out 64 bits of information. This is DDR3, so it's a bit slower. It's a bit worse. It doesn't have all the new upgrades, but it does send out 64 bits of memory from each modules, and it needs a second to cool down. So it moves over to the next, 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 over and over.
Is that what actually causes these laptops to start off slower?
Oh, well, for the first time. Once it's like started up once, it'll start up faster due to the RAM having the information stored. It'll also start up apps fast on the second time and third time because it'll have more info stored in the RAM. But what makes it slower than DDR5 is because these are letting off 64-bit bursts. And when there's not 64 bits of information, it has to like put junk in there, like random files, stuff, random information. So DDR5 cuts that in half by doing the special method of having two 32-bit modules per VRAM. So it's like a double-barrel shotgun for DDR5 RAM, because you have to you can decide whether you want to shoot 64-bit or you want to shoot 32 bits of information, and it can decide. And it also does the active moving to the next piece of RAM chip, because it needs to cool down after sending 64 bits of information. Still needs to do that for the 32-bit one. That's why it has multiple RAM modules, VRAM modules. So unlike the DDR5 with the double barrel, this is single barrel, but you still have to break action it. So you still need to reload. And each one of these is a preloaded shotgun. And it does have larger fire, but if you have more information, the adding of just junk files makes it slower. That's why you suffer from slow laptops and desktops when you have small amounts of RAM, like 4 gigs like this is, or 2 gigs like this is, I'm pretty sure. Oh, look, this one's hidden. That's what you are saying, why doesn't this one have a sticker earlier? That's why. This is 2 gigs of DDR2 800 megahertz SODIMM. So this one rarely sucks. It's the worst type of RAM possible. It's nearly worse than DDR1 RAM. It's only slightly better. Though this is revolutionary compared to what they had. They didn't have very high megahertz on this. This one's 1666 megahertz. Megahertz isn't that important because if your RAM's too fast, it can't cool down. That's why there's so many modules, so it can cool down. I do have a DDR3 2 gigabytes of RAM, but I'm not gonna bring that. And that's pretty much it.